All right, I'm at 10946 Melody Drive. The story is that the property managers had another company out, and they tried, could not get the line open. We tried, Lucas and Quentin, for about 5 hours collectively yesterday from the pool toilet. They were able to get about 110 feet out, which, based on all measurements, would be in line with the city drain out there. But my camera is only able to get out 78 feet from the toilet stub, or where I'm at right now is the floor drain at 71 feet. I'm about 7-8 feet away from the toilet. So, I'm not out to where they say they were out. Their measurements of their cable seems to be very accurate. I do believe they were 110 feet out. Cable's on a motor, so it's able to go farther through what we have core. Core is going to be a mixture of sewage, broken down toilet paper, and dirt. So it's like thick oatmeal or wet concrete type substance. We're not able to get our camera past because it's powered by the technician. So we have a few ideas for the best case of fixing this. And so right now we are in underwater as well as in a thickness of solids. So we're not going to be able to see until we get around the 28-30 foot mark, I believe. We'll be able to come out of it. And we will see if there is a break at that spot. Which we were already thinking it was going to be a good idea to dig up that spot close to the house in the yard, which is going to be 4 feet deep at the green flag. And at that flag is where we have the break that is the cast to concrete drain transition. So this drain out in the yard is concrete, at least close to the house it is, and the bottom of that drain is given away. So we have a break there. We want to fix that. So dig it up, cut the drain, clean out the rest of it with a jetter, and then re-camera the line to see if it's a full spot break or a full line break or just a few spot breaks or one spot break. What we would like to do is avoid having to dig up the entirety of Melody Drive, because that would be a very large job. And if it's just one spot, we want to make sure that we're doing just the one spot. Or if it's the whole line, we want to be confident in our estimate and our scope of work. So right here, we come out of the drain. As you can see, the perforation around that drain on the right and left side kind of protruding out. That's not reminiscent of a clay tile drain. That is reminiscent of a concrete drain. I apologize for the camera not flipping itself or orienting itself appropriately. But on the top of that screen, unless it's oriented on the computer, right here we have our cast to clay. Where's it at? Cast to concrete transition. And right there, it's on the bottom of my screen. It may be the top of your screen. We have a break on that concrete on the bottom. And we're actually looking at dirt right here as we fall in a little bit. It's not, it's a break. It's not the worst thing ever, but it definitely is causing issues. Now we're in cast. And as we come back, there is some scale and a little bit of a channel on the bottom side, which reflects age in the cast iron portion, which is underneath the home. I do want to mention that spot with the flag is 4 feet and 3 inches deep. Or, yeah, I believe it's 4 inches, 3 inches deep. And the spot where my camera couldn't go any farther, that was 4 feet and 6 inches deep, and I don't know the depth of the rest of the line. So, and the farther we come back, the cast looks better and better. The toilet stub, I'm in the floor drain right now cameraing. The toilet stub does have a little bit of standing water, so eventually the cast within the house will need to get replaced. But right now we're really kind of focused on the concrete, because there's that break, at least in the one that we can see, and there's almost definitely one down in the street. The floor drain we're at. So to re-emphasize, we believe it's the best idea to dig up the visible break close to the window on the right, looking right at the door, and clean that line out, and we'll be able to see how much of this drain needs to get replaced, or all of the drain if it needs to get replaced. My distance indicator on my phone is not working, even though it is working on my screen. So our cast to concrete transition is 28 feet, and where I got to the farthest, where I couldn't push out further, was 70 feet, and the boys are claiming they're able to go 110. So any other questions, refer to the invoice summary. There'll be a written text of this. Otherwise, my name is Caleb. Feel free to give Garvin Sewer Service a call for scheduling, payment, or other further questions. Thank you very much for your time.